Welcome back to my channel. Today in this class we will learn about tissues. This is part 3 video. In this part 3 we will learn about connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Let's begin. Connective tissue. Blood is a type of connective tissue. The cells of connective tissue are loosely spaced and embedded in an intercellular matrix. The matrix may be jelly-like, fluid, dense or rigid. The nature of matrix differs in concordance with the function of the particular connective tissue. In this picture, I am showing how connective tissue is present. Blood as a fluid matrix called as a plasma, in which red blood corpuscles, that is RBC, white blood corpuscles WBC and platelets are suspended. The plasma contains proteins, salts and hormones. Blood flows and transport gases, digested food, hormones and waste material to different parts of the body. Next, bone is the example of the connective tissue. It forms a framework that supports the body. It also anchors the muscles and supports the main organs of the body. It is a strong and non-flexible tissue. Bone cells are embedded in a hard matrix that is composed of calcium and phosphorus compounds. Two bones can be connected to each other by another type of connective tissue called as a ligaments. This tissue is very elastic. It has considerable strength. Ligaments contain very little matrix and connect bones with bones. Tendons connect muscles to bones and or another type of connective tissue. Tendons are fibrous tissue with great strength but limited flexibility. Another type of connective tissue is cartilage as widely spaced cells. The solid matrix is composed of protein and sugars. Cartilage smoothens bone surface at joints and is also present in the nose, ear, trachea and larynx. We can fold the cartilage of the ears, but we cannot behind the bones in our arms. Think of how the two tissues are different. Areolar connective tissue is found between the skin and muscle, around blood vessels and nerves, and in the bone marrow. It fills the space inside the organs, support internal organs, and helps in repair the tissues. First, fat storing adipose tissue is found below the skin and between internal organs. The cells of this tissue are filled with fat globules. Storage of fats is also let it act as an insulator. This is the picture of areolar tissue and adipose tissue. Next, we will learn about muscular tissue. Muscular tissue consisting of elongated cells and also called as a muscle fibers. This tissue is responsible for movement in our body. Muscles contain special proteins called as a contractile proteins which contract and relax to cause the movement. We can move some muscles by conscious will. Muscles present in our limbs move when we want them and stop when we so decide. Such muscles are called as a voluntary muscle. Let's discuss about voluntary muscles. Voluntary muscles are also called as a skeletal muscles as they are mostly attached to bones and help in body movement. Under the microscope, these muscles show alternate light and dark bands or striations when we strain approximately. As a result, they are called as striated muscles. The cells of this tissue are long, cylindrical, unbranched and multinucleated. Structure of striated muscles is shown below. You can observe this. Next is the movement of the food in the alimentary canal or contraction and relaxation of blood vessels or involuntary movements. We cannot really start them or stop them. Smooth muscles or involuntary muscles control such movements. They are also found in the iris of the eye, in uterus and in the bronchi of the lungs. The cells are long with pointed ends and uninucleate. They also called as unstriated muscles. You can see here I shown in this picture. The muscles of the heart show rhythmic contraction and relaxations throughout the life. These involuntary muscles are called as a cardiac muscles. Heart muscles cells are cylindrical, branched, and uninucleated. Heart muscle cells are continuously working throughout our life. Here I shown how heart muscles are working. You can observe this. Nervous tissue. All the cells possess the ability to respond to stimuli. Cells of the nervous tissue are highly specialized for being stimulated and then transmitted the stimulus very rapidly from one place to another within our body. The brain, spinal cord, and nerves are all composed of nervous tissue. The functional combination of nerve and muscle tissue is fundamental to most of the animals. The cells of the tissues are called as nerve cells or the neurons. The neurons consisting of the cell body with a nucleus and a cytoplasm from which long thin hair-like parts arise. Each neuron has a single long part called as an axon and many short branched parts called as dendrites. An individual nerve cell may be up to a meter long. Many nerve fibers found bound together by a connective tissue make a nerve. The single the signal that passes along the nerve fiber is called as a nerve impulse. Nerve impulse allow us to move our muscles when we want. The functional combination of nerves and muscles tissue is fundamental to most of the animals. This combination enables the animals to move rapidly in response to stimuli. Here I shown how nerve impulses are transmitted through AI image. You can observe this and you can see how nerve impulses are traveling throughout the nerve or through it is always taking in our body. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any question, comment below. Like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.